All right, let's talk about the AT&T Business Method 2.0. This is an updated and more detailed walkthrough that covers everything from setting up your business to building public records that support your sole proprietor identity to finally walking out with devices. If you've been looking for a complete system that actually works, this is it. Before we get into the application process, you need to understand that when you apply as a sole proprietor, the business credit is tied directly to you as an individual. This means lenders and carriers like AT&T are going to verify not just your business but also your personal background. If your personal profile is weak or inconsistent, your business application will suffer. That's why we're going to cover how to build a strong foundation before you ever walk into a store. Let's start with the business setup. This is the foundation of everything. First, you need to come up with a business name. Keep it professional and simple. Something like Smith Consulting or Johnson Marketing Solutions works perfectly. Avoid names that sound suspicious or overly complicated. Next, decide where your business will be located. You can use your actual address or set up a virtual office. Virtual offices give you a professional business address without needing to rent actual office space. You can get a virtual office through services like Opus, iPostal, or Anytime Mailbox. Now you need to form your LLC. Go to your state's Secretary of State website or use a service to file your articles of organization. This is what officially creates your business entity. After your LLC is formed, apply for your EIN. This is your employer identification number and it's completely free. Go to the IRS website and apply online. You'll get your EIN immediately. Next, apply for your DUNS number. This is your business credit profile number through Dun & Bradstreet. It's also free. Go to the Dun & Bradstreet website and request your DUNS number. Now let's build out your business identity package. This is what makes your business look legitimate to banks, lenders, and carriers. Get a business phone number. This should be a dedicated line, not your personal cell phone. You can get a local and toll-free number through services like Global Voice Direct. Once you have your business phone number, register it with 411 through listyourself.net. This makes your business searchable in national directories. Create a professional business email using your domain name, something like yourname@yourbusiness.com. You can set this up through Google Workspace or Microsoft 365. Build a simple one-page website for your business. It doesn't need to be fancy, just a clean homepage with your business name, what you do, your contact information, and your address. Make sure it has an SSL certificate so it shows as secure. Find your NAICS code. This is your industry classification code that you'll need when opening bank accounts and applying for credit. Go to NAICS.com and search for the code that best fits your business. Stick with low-risk industries like consulting, marketing, administrative services, or technology services. Now open a business bank account. This is critical. You want accounts with major banks that have strong business relationships. Consider Chase, Bank of America, or a local credit union. Some online options like North One and Novo are also good for getting started. Set up your digital footprint. Create social media accounts for your business on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Add your business to Yelp, Google Business Profile, and Bing Places. This digital presence is what banks and carriers scan for when they're verifying your business. Now let's talk about public records for the sole proprietor. Remember, when you apply as a sole proprietor, the carrier is verifying you as an individual just as much as they're verifying your business. Your personal profile needs to be just as strong as your business profile. Start with employment records. Go to Indeed, LinkedIn, and Glassdoor. Create profiles using your information. Add a job title that makes sense for someone who would own a business. Something like business owner, entrepreneur, or consultant works perfectly. Build out a resume with relevant experience. Next, add transportation records. Go to your state's Department of Transportation website or the FMCSA clearinghouse. Fill out any forms or pre-qualification applications available. Now do soft pulls for credit. Go to Capital One, Discover, and Rocket Mortgage. Fill out their pre-qualification forms. These are soft pulls that won't hurt your credit, but will add financial activity to your profile. Do this weekly for 4 weeks. Sign up for travel accounts on Carnival and Royal Caribbean. Create profiles and sign up for newsletters. This adds lifestyle records. Add volunteer records through Volunteer Match and AmeriCorps. Sign up for opportunities using your information. Create medical and government records. Sign up as a test subject on Science 37. Complete surveys on census.gov. Create a login.gov account. Add insurance records. Get quotes from Lemonade for renters insurance and from Geico and Progressive for auto insurance. Use the last 4 digits of your social security number when prompted. Use the shopping cart trick. Go to Victoria's Secret and add over $400 to your cart. When they ask for your social security number, only enter the last 4 digits. This can result in a credit line without a hard pull. Sign up for prepaid debit cards through NetSpend and Green Dot. Use the last 4 digits of your social security number. Sign up for prepaid phone plans through Metro PCS and Visible. Again, use the last 4 digits. Contact local utility providers and request to set up accounts. Use the last 4 digits of your social security number. Get a library card from your local library. Sign up for a gym membership. These community engagement records add depth. Fill out loan pre-qualifications on LendingTree weekly for 4 weeks. Apply for rental applications at local apartment complexes. Sign up for free trials on streaming and software services. When all of this is done, you should have over 100 public records tied to your profile. This means when AT&T or any carrier verifies your sole proprietor status, They're going to see a complete individual with employment history, financial activity, community engagement, and a consistent background. Now let's get into the AT&T business application itself. Here's what you need before you apply. You need a credit profile with a 650 score or higher. You need a valid email address. You need Verizon phone numbers ready to port over. This is important because porting from Verizon dramatically increases your approval odds. Before you apply at AT&T, go to Target's website and apply for the red card. Use your address as the billing address. Then wait 48 hours before you apply at AT&T. This step builds a small amount of credibility on your profile before the main application. If you have an ID that matches your profile, you can go into an AT&T store in person. If not, you can call into AT&T Business. When you call, tell them you want to set up a sole proprietor account with AT&T and that you want to port your numbers over from Verizon. Give them your email and all of your information. Make sure you give them the same address you've been using on all of your public records and business documents. They're going to ask you security questions. Here's the trick. The answer to most of the questions will be none of the above. However, you have to say yes to at least one question, even if it's not technically true. You need to answer yes to one of them. If you don't, they can't verify you and you'll be denied. Say yes to one question and you'll pass. Once you're verified, give them your Verizon port numbers and tell them you want unlimited data and insurance on each line. You can get anywhere from 2 to 10 lines depending on what you can handle for sales tax. For payment, AT&T will accept GoBank, a Cash App digital card in your profile's name, or any major debit or credit card with matching billing information. If you're shipping to your address and you have a card that matches, you can use that for payment. Sole proprietor accounts will approve up to 10 lines when you're porting from Verizon. You can even set up regular profiles under the sole prop account and still get 10 lines on one shipment. One important note, you have to call in for this method. A T&T will not let you set up a sole proprietor account this way online. You must call. After your order is placed, the devices will ship to your address. Once they arrive, you can activate them and either use them or sell them for profit. Now let me explain why all of this preparation matters. When you apply as a sole proprietor, AT&T is looking at two things. They're looking at your business and they're looking at you as an individual. If your business has a strong identity package with a website, phone number, EIN, and digital footprint, it looks legitimate. If you as an individual have strong public records with employment history, financial activity, and community engagement, you look like a real person who pays their bills. When both of these elements come together, your approval odds skyrocket. The fraud department has nothing to question. Your background is consistent, your business is verifiable, everything checks out. This is why we focus so heavily on building the foundation before we ever apply. A lot of people try to skip straight to the application and they get denied because their profile is weak or their business looks fake. When you take the time to build properly, you get approved. To recap, set up your LLC, get your EIN, build your business identity package, create your digital footprint, build out your personal public records, and then apply as a sole proprietor through AT&T Business. Port from Verizon, answer yes to one security question, and walk away with up to 10 lines. If you want help with any part of this process, reach out through Discord. The link is in the bio. We offer Experian Boost files with over 100 public records already built in, and we can guide you through the business setup process step by step. This is the network, and we're here to help you build something real.